Hello, everyone. It's your conscience, Grover Cleveland here, and you're watching Ink the Book Show. It's just the right thing to do. Did you know that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter? And if you like his daily drawings or his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon on YouTube. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hey everybody, it's Ryan O'Connor here with another Ink the Book Show. And guess what? Those of you who forgot why it's called Ink the Book Show will be promptly reminded. Because today, I'm inking the book. That's right, I'm inking the dang book. So let's get to it. So here's an old notebook with like 10-year-old maybe not 10-year-old drawings, but there's a Bonehead there. There's some other characters that I was making a graphic novel of before I started Bonehead, and then I swiftly abandoned it. And here's the sketchbook I'm going through where I'm getting my new thumbnail art from. You know what? I've got a piece of, here's my like little ink setup. I've got a piece of paper underneath my little bottle cap. I'm gonna slide another one on because I think the ink is seeping through. But this table is trashed. Okay, so here's my brush. Clean up this desk, man. Got all this stuff all over the place. I need light. It's been a while since I've inked a page. I guess not tremendously long, but I barely did any pages in October. All right, so this is my graphic novel, Bonehead. For those of you who don't remember, this is page, it says 204. That's not accurate, though. It's farther than that. And I gotta fix some stuff as I go with this, but generally, this is what we're doing. Here, I'm gonna send a personal invite to the stream to my brother, even though I sent invites to everybody. Just see if he'll pop in, because he tends to respond to the individual one rather than the group one a little more reliably. Come on in. The water's great. Okay. So this book is drawn on Canson comic book art boards, 11 by 17. I'm using Speedball ink. Look at this. If I started the book with this bottle, it would have lasted the whole 250-page book. I don't think I'm a third through this bottle. So I could probably do, it's a, 32-ounce bottle? Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, 32-ounce bottle of Speedball ink. It's going to last me forever. And I have 2 little bottles over on my bookshelf over there. Yeah, I'm using Speedball ink. Oh, and by the way, that's why, because I only use like that much ink at a time for a page. That'll usually do it. And then this is my Winsor & Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky size 3 brush. I usually stick with size 2, size 3. Let's see if So yeah, yesterday I was originally going to do this page, but like I needed Photoshop to see, I didn't want to like have to redraw this image and like figure it out. It's like, I don't know. So I took a picture of it and I was scaling it down in Photoshop, and then it was crawling. And that sounds like a really dumb reason to postpone a page, but it was like everything was taking too long. And then and when I tell you everything was taking too long, that was my whole day yesterday. So it's like, I started the stream late. And I was like, I'm not going to spend 2 hours now drawing a page. And then I ended up being on stream for 2 hours anyway. Because, yeah, yesterday was a fiasco. I also could not. Where's my sketchbook? My current sketchbook. Just want to show what was going on yesterday, because this is everything that I did yesterday from start to finish was dragging on forever. Took way too long, I'm telling you. So I was trying to figure out how to do this drawing, or like what to draw here. I didn't know what I was drawing. And then I finally got a decent drawing down, right? And then I started coloring it, and it was like it was making the ink all splotchy. So I can't use that pen when I do drawings that I'm going to color anyway. So I used my other pens to draw this one, and this one took me forever to figure out what I was drawing because I was just winging it. But I like what I landed on. With both drawings, I just didn't want to like totally wreck this one. Like the ink was starting to smear all over the place. So I just started a new drawing, and that's why it ended up taking me 2 hours to just. Usually, if I'm just sketching something in my sketchbook on a stream, it's usually like a real short stream, which is what I was planning on doing by the end of the day. Today's going a bit smoother. Except, hey, Does anyone have problems with Hotmail? I have a Hotmail email, right? Which I've had for like a billion years. But lately, not always, but once in a while, if I email something to myself and I try to open the email on my computer, it'll only let me see emails from like 7 years ago and back, and it won't show me the current emails. And I've gotta like jimmy stuff around. I gotta like find some secret panel to find the thing that I just sent me, and like I can't even go to like sent emails or something, or to find the thing that I just sent myself. What is the deal with that? Why can't I see all my emails? It's just like, I don't know, that keeps happening to me lately. Though it hadn't happened for a while, and then yesterday it started happening again. I don't know what I did. I don't know if it's just Outlook is terrible, right? Hotmail is part of Outlook. I don't know. It's like when your grandpa doesn't know how to change the channel, doesn't know how to use the remote. Like, how do you do this thing? How do you work this thing? It's like, oh, grandpa, just step aside and die already. Okay, don't say that to your grandpa. That's terrible. But that's how I feel. Also, I don't know how to operate my TV remote. For the record, I really got to fumble around with it because I don't use it often enough. And like whenever I'm at my parents' house or my one of my siblings' houses, my nieces and nephews will be like, Uncle Rhino, turn on whatever, turn on cartoons. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to use the remote. They're like, why? What's the matter with you? You're an adult. I'm like, I'm not a good one. What about all those toys? Yeah. They're like, no, I want to watch other kids play with toys on YouTube. Uncle Rhino, please, you're starving my curious little brain. I'm like, well, sorry, kid, I'm an idiot. And that's when they jump on my back and sink their teeth into my neck like a little Chucky. You know? No, I don't know. One of my nephews was Chucky for Halloween. Oh, hey. You say this is Evan Creatives. wondering if you'd be interested in getting customized graphic designs. I do custom designs like logo, emotes, alerts, screens, animations, and more. Well, I appreciate it. I tend to want to do my own graphics and stuff if I'm going to have them. But I do thank you for the offer. I do appreciate that. Hey everybody, Evac Creatives. I don't know how to say your name. With apologies. Evac Creatives at underscore Avon. He does over on Twitch. He does customized graphic designs. He does custom designs like logos, emotes, alerts, screens, animations, and more. Give him a whirl. Give him a jingle. He's good. He's good people, I assume. So he's me. Liam hasn't even opened his text from me. That no good, Nick. So this picture of Bonehead, I gotta fix this pose. This headless Bonehead. I gotta fix this pose. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. I gotta fix this pose, and I gotta not ink that head because that shouldn't be there really. That's the rule for drawing this panel. So you guys drawing this page at home, make sure you follow the rule. I don't ask you for much. I just ask that you not call the cops. I mean, what were we talking about? Ah, crumbs. Or it's Converse here. I always give my my character's Converse. Let's see. So this page is a little more action-packed than most of my... I don't know about action-packed, but it's usually I only have 3 rows of panels. So it's got more panels than probably most of my pages. Though I do have one page in this book that's like 30 panels. I actually don't know how many, but it's got a lot of panels. But this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not much more. It's got 4 rows though. I guess that's all. Usually it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or some kind of breakup of the 3 rows. Oh man, my pencils are confusing me. I was watching Norm Macdonald has a show last night. Because I'm obsessed with Norm Macdonald. Man. All the guests on that are great. He's got Judge Judy, Jane Fonda, David Spade, some other guy. M. Night Shyamalan. See, this is the part that's confusing me. These 2 legs here. But I think I got it. Chevy Chase. Get that camera out of my face. My roommates are watching football downstairs. Excuse me. Tea. Okay, so what am I doing? So, Bonehead here. I gotta change this pose. It's making me nervous. I kind of sketched it in, but I can't really see through the more prominent pencils too well. One of my roommates just coughed and it sounded like a dog throwing up or something. Like it sounded like a hairball to me in my cartoon brain. Okay. You know? Okay, so there's headless Bonehead. Bonehead sans head. Now he's just bone. Bone dead. Good one. Oof, the tip is splitting on me. Let's fix that. Fix that with a fresh dab of ink. So this is, I think, this is one of the last 8 pages I have for this project. And I'll be done inking the book. At which point I gotta really start looking into how I'm gonna scan these pages in. And I keep kind of putting it off. So that Bonehead head is not going to be there. Let's see, where's this body? Worm body. I want to be eaten by a worm with somebody. You know that song? Oh. Inking, inking, inking the live long day. This is all the worm's shadow. And let's see. So technically, this shadow is going to conflict with Bonehead's legs. So I'm going to do that Daffy Duck white outline over there. There's that. I liked that drawing of Bonehead's head kind of peeking up there, but it's better that his head is not there. It's better to just have it that the worm ate it. Okay, it's for the best. It's gone. Good riddance. This is Bonehead now. What is this line that I already inked? I don't know. Oh, that's the body. Okay. And then this is just the ground. Okay, so then in that case, I'm gonna white out this little stroke that I did here. So I was about to fill in some shadow on that area, but it wouldn't make sense. All right, and then this back wall is also going to be black. Man, I wish Liam was on here. That happy idiot. Where is he? He still hasn't even opened the. I'm gonna try calling him. No, every time I do this, I almost dox him every dang time. So I'm gonna try not to do that. Let's see what happens.
Your call has been for.
Ah, shoot. That miserable so and so. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to prop up the tent, the collapsing tent that is this show myself. With the pole that is my charming personality. I don't know. Who wants to see me knock some dingers? Okay, after I ink this page, we'll go out back. We'll hit a few balls over the fence. What do you say? Okay, that's that panel. Now, I usually do like the inverted silhouette, which I got from Doug Taple and Hank Ketchum. Is where it originally came from. The guy who did the Dennis the Menace comic. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to do an honest to goodness, straightforward silhouette. Black on white. You know what? I didn't do his teeth in this silhouette. He's got these like tombstone teeth. So I'll have to add that. I hear my roommate singing in the Rain. And I think he's singing it while he's going to the bathroom. I think. It just sounds like that's the part of the house his voice is coming from. And that also sounds like something he would do. So yesterday I was looking for. See, I have these somewhere. I have these. They Might Be Giants because I'm obsessed with They Might Be Giants too. I have these 4. I think I have 4. They're the 4 coins that I've gotten from being in the They Might Be Giants fan club. They've only made. I have all the ones that they've put out so far. There's one. They're like big coins, and they're like, I don't know if they're gold or silver or whatever, but I don't remember. But they're really cool. They've got like one's got like a it's like a three-eyed Franklin Roosevelt on it. Like it looks like that three-eyed illusion kind of thing that looks kind of trippy. But it's Franklin Roosevelt. And then I think the next one they did was like an ape Nixon or something like that looking figure where the president would be. And then the next one was like a cat head sticking out of a suit. And then the most recent one was like it was like a suit, but like with like no head. So it's like an invisible president. They're really cool. And I was in my but I was trying to show them off on this show like months back, and then I realized I couldn't find them. Like I was gonna bust them out to show them off on the show, and I couldn't find them. And so I know I packed them somewhere, and so I was looking for those yesterday, and I was rooting through all these boxes. I didn't find them, but I found all these old notebooks. All my drawings used to be in um, spiral notebooks. I mean, like this. Like I sketch everything out. Nothing finished. Everything is always like just plans that would never be seen through. So that's why I make myself do real sketchbooks now, because my whole life it was like I was constantly drawing, but it was like all like unpolished stuff. So I started forcing myself to like ink. That was part of it. I was always afraid to ink my drawings because I didn't want to mess them up. But as a result, you don't get any better at inking if you never ink. So I started forcing myself to ink and color my drawings all the time. So this panel is going to be like when I color it in Photoshop eventually, someday. The background's going to be red because there's like an alarm going off in the background. There we go. Now let me rough in his teeth here. That doesn't work. I feel like they should be further apart. Adults doing baby talk drives me up an effing wall. It really does. Just putting that out there. I don't know why it makes me want to murder people. No, sorry. But that's you know, my therapist's problem. No, I'm just kidding. I don't go to therapy. That's what am I, a coward? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm scared of therapy. Just kidding. I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of therapists. I'm not afraid of okay, I am afraid of Draculas. But that's only because of their sharp teeth and their ability to make an immortal out of me. Wait a minute. This is Mort. Bonehead's like drinking buddy. They work at the poison factory together. Here we go. Happy trails to you until we meet again. There was something almost sing-songy in my voice or something that put that song into my head, which in turn puts into my head that song by Slim Whitman, the Indian Love Call. I'm calling you. killed all the. I don't want to spoil the movie, so I won't. It's featured in a Tim Burton movie. Okay. There's those panels. And now the next one. Oh, Beretta. Oh, Beretta. Look at this. This book's got everything. It's got skeletons with missing heads, ghosts, aliens, little devil-y guy. He's not a satanic devil. He's just everybody's just something. That's all. He's fun to draw. It's my world. Leave me alone. Just like she's a ghost, but she's not dead. You know? Because if she was dead, what would the stakes be? In this story, anyway. So I kind of think of it like this. The city is called Necropolis that they live in, right? And I just think of it as kind of like, Beetlejuice was from... Where was Beetlejuice from? In the cartoon, anyway? Was he from the underworld? Is that what they called it? I kind of think of it like that. Like all the characters are just kind of like... It's like supposed to be subtly like that. That's where their world is kind of set. Like in like a place filled with roach people and rat people and stuff like that. So, she's a ghost, but she's not a dead person. And he's a devil, but he's not like a devil. He's just a guy. You understand? You understand, don't you? I'll throw the book out. Stack of 250 pages. Trash. Also, it doesn't say butt on his shirt. Nothing in this book is what it seems, I guess. It says Butte, like Butte, Montana. I might squeeze the E in. The joke for me is that the word Butte does look like butt. And this guy's got it plastered across his chest. But there is a reason his shirt says Butte. I'm not at liberty to discuss. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I won't. Because I'm a meanie. So I've drawn every single page from the front cover to the back cover, really, because I'm redoing this final scene. But every page I've done of this book so far has been drawn on stream. So if you care to, you can watch every bit of this book being inked. They're all archived on my YouTube channel, which is Wrangleshank. Just like my Twitch and my Twitter and my what's the other guy? Instagram and TikTok. I gotta figure out what I'm doing on TikTok. I haven't touched it in months now, probably. I think I thought of something a little before I started the stream. Something I can do. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. But I think I figured out something like a little type of thing I can do on there. I also got to start doing stuff on my Discord again. I mean, I post my daily drawings there and my the links to my streams every day. But I haven't been doing the other stuff. I used to post like stuff from my childhood, like toys that I used to play with and games I used to play and stuff like that. I haven't done that in a bit. I'll get back to it. It was particularly hard to keep up with everything, I think, when during October, on top of like Inktober. I don't know why Inktober trained. Well, like I was saying about it before, it just kind of like it's like a little more daunting than my regular daily drawings. I feel like because it's a little, I think it just feels more like a homework assignment. Look how sad she is. Sad little ghost girl. So this is Petunia. She's Bonehead's girlfriend. I say was. Because Bonehead is dead. Bonehead's dead, everyone. She's Bonehead's girlfriend. And this guy over here is Billy TV from Planet Montana. Is that why his shirt says Butte? Because his planet is named the same as the state? I forget. No. Billy TV is that guy. I don't know. Petunia here is a waitress at a diner called the Rusty Skillet. Let's see. These characters are in the poison factory that Mort and Bonehead work at. Poison factory called Cruxworks Poisons. Any other questions? Man, I'm like white noise. I could put a baby to sleep. I'll bet. With this content. You know what? Maybe I will. I'll put a baby to sleep right now. I don't care. Give me a baby, bro. Give me a baby. Let's see. Oh, hey, I just saw that I got an email from Twitch saying Evic Creatives _ Avon followed me. Thank you. Appreciate you. I was looking again to see if my brother Liam opened his message from me. But he didn't. Bad brother. You know, he's probably sleeping or something. or crashing his car. You know? Jiminy Christmas. There we go. So I made a cartoon of Bonehead. I made it like a 16-minute cartoon that is on YouTube of Bonehead, and I voiced all the characters except for Petunia. Oh no, wait, no, I don't. I don't voice Bonehead in it. My brother Liam voices Bonehead. I recorded all the dialogue for Bonehead too, and then I was like, I don't want to be like the the voice of everything. It seems like like I'm so full of myself or something. You know, it's not the best cartoon in the world, but I like it. I would if I make another one, it's got to be way better though. It's got to be way better. But uh, Mort was probably my favorite character to voice. Ah, gee, Bonehead. I don't know what he says. Jeez, Bonehead. You're out of your gourd if you think I'm getting into that thing. He's got a crooked tail. His tail looks like the stock market is up. I don't think he usually has two bends in it, but that's all right. I'll allow it. So my Bonehead cartoon was me kind of putting into practice some advice the artist Jake Parker gives, which is just get your project finished, not perfect, right? It's finished, not perfect. Same with this book. Like, I wrote a 100-page script. I think I think I had like 115-page script or something, and then I whittled it down to 100 because I was like, I don't want to go crazy. I got to get it down to 100. So it's a 100-page script, and I figured it would be about a 200-page book then, because I've heard that script I've heard that's kind of generally about how it works with comics, and it pretty much was. I've added a bunch of pages since then. I think it came when I drew it as it was in the script. It came to 213 pages, but as I was going, I added a bunch of stuff, a bunch of scenes. So it ended up being 250 pages. About, I'm not sure exactly, but what was I talking about? Oh, I know, finished not perfect. So if I look at my script, the dialogue is just dreadful. I mean, it's like the stories. I'm telling the story I'm trying to tell, but I know all the dialogue needs work. But I was like, I'm gonna be. That's like the last thing I'm cementing on the page, So I have time to punch that into shape, but I gotta get drawing it. Like I was champing at the bit to start drawing it. But just like instead of editing my script and drawing it out and like, I mean, that is drawing out the process of editing my script over and over. I was like, once I got the story where I felt it needed to be, I like called it done. Okay, now I can move forward to the next step. And I penciled all the pages. Now, I do want my dialogue to be a little closer to perfect than that, but you also kind of, you don't want to like let getting it just right slow you down too much, because then before you know it, you lose interest and abandon your project. And it's like, man, I've abandoned so many projects since high school or middle school even. It's like I'm 35 now. There's no more time for that. I feel like I've got all these like projects I want to make, and I got to start making them. It was like I turned 30 and I was like, why don't I have any of these things made yet? So I started buckling down. Don't wait till you're 30, by the way. If you can help it. Get us the it always seemed like the hardest thing to do was in my life to to like get myself the work ethic to start making my projects earnestly and following through on them. So that the first one, my first big project, I set for myself that I was like, you're going to follow through on this. That was the cartoon. I spent a year or so making that. And then this was the next one. This book that I'm inking before your very eyes. So then after this, I kind of showed that those two characters, Tom and Sid. There's a book I started before I started this, but my comic process was a lot more off the cuff when I was working on that, and it I was also doing that digitally, but I ended up walking away from or putting it aside for a while I kind of figured out how I was going to tackle the second act. I did like 50 page first act of that comic, and then I was like, I was kind of like lost as to where to go next. Like I know a lot of stuff that happens in that story. Like I know the story, but I didn't know how to start the second act because there was no formal script because I was lazy and I just wanted to draw. But I think that's what I'm going back to is making that comic after I finish this comic. But this one I got to finish inking it and then scan all the pages and then color it, letter it, and then we'll get back into that project. Here's the first version of that. I was kind of showing this off a little bit yesterday, I think. And yesterday I found the notebook that I originally drew. Like I said, I always would draw everything in notebooks. I found the notebook that I drew each and every one of these pages in. And I drew them in order. Like I say, I like no script. It was just like make it as I go. And the one terrible thing about the thing that I hate about this is it's so. Now I made this 11 years ago, but I've always been really into John Crispolucci, the Ren and Stimpy guy, and something that they do on Ren and Stimpy is like they don't rely too heavily on model sheets at all. So like you'll get different expressions and different faces that you've never seen before all the time. And all throughout this book, like they just look totally like off model and wild and wacky and kind of badly drawn, by the way. But yeah, and then but I in the big book that I was working on of them, it was it was originally called My Neighbor's a Psychopath. The big book I changed the name to Moon Valley, and yeah, and I was drawing it a lot more conservatively, I guess. So I think that might be the next project I do. I also have this robot story I want to tell, a robot detective story. I don't really know enough about that to dive into that. And there's another one about the circus that I want to do. Look at Mort being all heroic here.
Gee, Bonehead, you want to lay off that chili con carne?
That sounds like he was farting or something. I just meant to say he was heavy. And here's his Kala. Kala. Feet dangling down. I also taught myself how to ink with a brush for this book. So I took a bunch of note cards before I started. I did this on my YouTube channel, but I was doing it beforehand, before that too, where I was just drawing pictures on note cards and just practicing inking with a brush. Just so I could get the hang of it. And that way and I did like 100 drawings of Bonehead where I inked them. I inked most of them on stream. On streams on YouTube. Because I was only using YouTube at first. But that way when by the time I inked 100, I was a lot more comfortable with the brush to ink the comic. So I would just do like different drawings of Bonehead doing different stuff. I have one of him like eating a turkey leg. I have one of them where I copied a drawing of Pinocchio walking from the cover of the what's that book called? The Illusion of Life. I copied a pose that Pinocchio was in, but I made Bonehead doing it. So it's like He's got to be doing different stuff in them. Because first of all, I would crack up if I was just drawing the same drawing every day or every time. But also, it's like I wouldn't necessarily be getting good at inking. I would just be good at inking that particular drawing. Anyway. It's also how I was practicing watercolors back in the day. I would just draw little drawings on these like heavy-duty index cards that I got off Amazon, where they're like they're like cardstock, and I would do drawings on them, ink them, and then I would practice watercoloring on them. I used to have them right here on my bookshelf, but I don't know what happened to them. I filed them away somewhere. Beretta. Brush was getting kind of clunky there. I don't even know if I should be using a brush for all this fine detail. I would probably be better off using a technical pen right here. But I feel like I'm not gonna, am I? What is the time that it is? It is almost 9:30. Oh, Bretta. Okay, here's an exit sign. I gotta draw the same background 3 times. Well, I guess I don't gotta. I could just quit. You know? That'd be the expedient thing to do. I don't know what that counting was. I catch myself doing that. I don't know why. I don't know when that started, like maybe a couple years ago. Every once in a while, I catch myself going, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm like, what am I counting? I don't know. It's like a mental patient thing I've taken up all of a sudden. Well, in the past couple of years. Little shadows under his shoes to show that he's on the ground. Anything else? His hat. Okay, and then oh yeah, here they are again, further away. Okay. There is she. I tried to make them in slightly different poses than the last drawing. So he's got his other foot forward. So does Billy. Oh, that's something I didn't do. I didn't do his arm here. Oof. Refresh my brush. Okay, here's Mort's hand. Bonehead's gaping neck hole. I think this is his foot, yeah. And here's Billy. Baby voice. I hear baby voice. Oh, man. It drives me nuts. But I'll bet I drive people nuts too. So it's allowed. It's allowed to drive me nuts. They're allowed. Jumping Jehoshaphat. I have to draw this whole background again after this. All right. There we go. Oh, my dying hand. And I'm out of tea, by the way. So all work and no tea make Ryan homicidal, if you catch my meaning. Let's see. There's like a seam here that I didn't do. Oh, I didn't write this on this one. You know what? I really should use a technical pen. Let me get one out. I have a few shit in here. I want to find one. This work. No, that one's busted. Why do I keep putting it back in the drawer? This will work. company policy. Why not? Here, I'll do the exit signs here too. Okay. Oh, wait. There's a little arrow here. Okay. Tiles, overlapping tiles. What is this, a cartoon? They're just gluing tiles on top of other tiles, is that it? There we are. Shop. Shop. Real shop. Looking real sharp there. I sound like Elmer Fudd. Hello. My name is Elmer J. Fudd. I own a mansion and a yacht. Or no, what does he say? My name is Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. What's up, Doc? I'm hunting rabbits. Elmer Fudd was never heard from again. Oh, so I was watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force recently on HBO Max. And I remembered that, so I guess Metalocalypse, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and Venture Brothers, they're all getting movies in the near future, right? And so I looked up at it. It got me thinking like about that, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I know Venture Brothers is a ways out. I don't know nothing about Metalocalypse. I think I've seen it all, but I don't know. I was never into that show as much as my roommates say. My buddy Tyler's a lot more into that show than I was, though it's not, it's not terrible, but it's not as much my cup of tea as Venture Brothers or something. But I was watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I was like, oh yeah, when is are there any details about that movie? And yeah, I guess it's coming out this month. I forget what it's called. Something about plants, though, I think, for some reason. Aqua Teen. Yeah, Aqua Teen. forever plantasm. And oh snap! It's coming out in 5 days. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love like Master Shake's relationship with Meatwad, where he just picks on him. It's like he's picking on a child. It makes me laugh very much. What's gonna happen to him? Or I was just I recently sent a scene to like I don't know, my brother and my buddy Tyler. I sent him the scene of where he's reading the book Scoldilocks and the Seven Scorpions or something like that. So funny. Like he doesn't want him to read the story and he starts, I don't know. Or it's the thing I say all the time. You do know where the demon food store is, don't you? It's right behind you. Ah, demon food store, demon food store. You're standing in the demon produce aisle. That is literally the worst Master Shake voice I've ever done. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I'm not in the recording booth this week to voice Master Shake, so maybe next week I'll get my act together and Scoldilocks! Scoldilocks! The school children cried. And she threw acid on all of the school children's faces. Because someone in the Bible told her to. Just like generic I don't know. Generic half thought detail. I don't know. All right. We got another page in the book. Can you believe it? I can't. I can't even see it. I'm blind. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna try and have another page ready. I should be able to do another page tomorrow at some point. Let me see. What I don't know what I haven't looked at my because this last section of the book, it's all like oh man, look at my camera. It's like I was kind of like putting together new pages. I was redoing it. I'm redoing this scene, right? So I'm putting together new pages and trying to recycle some pages I had already done and make use of them as much as I can. And they keep getting shuffled around. So I'm not sure off the top of my head what page is next, but I've got a document that breaks it down for me somewhere. So I'm not sure if the next page is ready, or if I need to do some work on it. I gotta figure it out. But anyway, if I can make a page happen tomorrow, I'll be doing a page tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be doing sketchbook drawings. But yeah, I think I'll be inking another page tomorrow. And that said, I'm ending the stream. Some artistic advice, though. Keep your pants above your waist. You know?